John Passett and Dave Hancock.
Welcome to Watchung Hills, everybody. We're the Westfield Blue Devils 3-0 taking on the Watchung Hills Warriors, who are 0-3. These two teams head in opposite directions. Michael Leonard alongside Chris Witzel from Tozer Field. Great night for football, a little rainy. But, Chris, what is the key for Westfield to continue this perfect season and the state-long winning streak of 16 games?
Mike, as I said last week, they got to keep the running game and passing game balanced. Last week, Westfield lost one of their best players, Matt Verano, with a torn ACL. He's done for the season, Mike. But luckily, they have Ishmael Glasgow, a great running back who can back him up and get Westfield the victory. Also, Phil Martini has been hot, going 20 for 40 with over 200 yards passing and over 6 TDs. Let's see what he can do here tonight, Mike.
Watchung Hills won the coin toss and they elected to defer, so Westfield will return Ish Glasgow, Jack Shirk back there. And for Watchung Hills, it's Brian Pusio kicking this one away. Been a tough start to the season, Chris, for the Warriors. They got blown out by Union week 1, 40-13. And they got crushed against Elizabeth on the road, 27-8. Then last week, right here at home, played a close game against North Hunterdon, but lost that one 34-26. So it's been a rough start for Coach Rick Subert.
Yeah, Mike. I mean, the Watchung Hills, they're not going the way they want to, but at least they're increasing their game. As you said, they got blown out week 1. Last week it was a nail-biter in North Hunterdon. But this week, we're going against the defending state champs. It's going to be a bit of a challenge for them. But with new head coach, former offensive lineman for the New York Giants, Rich Subert, let's see if he can lead them in the right direction this year, Mike.
And it appears we have a clock issue here, and we'll step aside on BDTV.
It's time for Friday Night Football!
And we are underway here from Watchung. Westfield returns it. Jack Shirk with a good return out to the 36.
Mike, good return there by Jack Shirk. Started around the 15-yard line. As you said, made it to the 35. Good 20-yard gain. Westfield's been doing a really good job getting in good field position, and that's how they're getting down the field and doing it very early. This year, Mike, they've already scored 93 points while their opponents have scored 31, which is really good. And them starting out with the ball is, and if they score it, would set the game and get the momentum going for Westfield.
And that is going to be a penalty. We're still having clock issues. Not sure what's going on. And that is Watchung Hills right there. Not sure who. That's going to be a personal foul on the defense. Just clearly went encroach and hit Westfield right there.
And, Mike, that was Josh Lonte with the personal foul on one of Westfield's biggest players, Jack McCauley, the center. I'm not sure what he was thinking there, Mike. Maybe, just trying to get aggressive early, but Westfield, that's moving up in to Warriors territory at about their own, at the Watchung's 49-yard line, and they're getting really good field position, and they're going with a 3 wide receiver set.
So it's a handoff for Glasgow, and he picks up a couple up the middle. And as you said, Chris, now Ish Glasgow, who's got 6 touchdowns on the season, having a tremendous 2016 campaign, but his role only increases now with senior starting running back Matt Verano going down last week against Franklin, tearing his ACL.
Yeah, Mike, Ish has 4 rushing touchdowns this season, but he also has 1 kick return and 1 pick six, so it just shows his versatility out there on the field. Also, Philip Martini has 342 yards on the season. He drops back to pass for his first throw of the night.
It's 2nd and 8, and Westfield had a man open. It was Stevie Barden on that far side, but couldn't bring it in.
Mike, I believe that's Jack Shirk. And looks like Kaplan is coming in for Ish Glasgow in the backfield.
So still having clock issues here in Watchung Hills. 3rd down for Westfield. They returned it out to the 36, and there was the 15-yard penalty on the Warrior defense.
Mike, looks like they're going trips left with McDaniel, Shirk, and Moriarty on that far side.
Martini rolling to his left, has time. Looking for Shirk, and this time it's caught down near the 20.
Mike, that was a really good pass there by Martini, scrambling to the left side. He had Moriarty out there on the flat, but he needed to get a first down. Saw Moriarty, threads the needle right over the Watchung Hills defender, and a great 30-yard pickup there for Westfield to get him off, to get him started early.
So 1st and 10 here for Westfield in the red zone.
And McDaniel comes back out with Glasgow back in the backfield.
Blue Devils have completely destroyed their opponents so far this season. It's a pitch to Ish Glasgow, and he's brought down by about 5 or 6 yellow shirts.
Yeah, Mike, every time Glasgow runs, he always finds a way to pick up an extra 2 to 3 yards, sometimes even 4, or even just a big gain. We saw it again. He was in the backfield. He got tackled at the line and picked up 2 or 3 yards.
So it's another handoff to Glasgow up the middle.
Glasgow on the run for Westfield.
Bring up 3rd down for Westfield.
Another good game by Glasgow, about a 5-yard gain. It is about 3rd and about 4 here, Mike, at Watchung's 13-yard line. We've seen Martini throw the ball, but it's usually when they're at the 50 you get the big gain. We saw last week throw a little bubble screen to Martini, but that was around the 5-yard line. So we've never really seen Phil throw the ball inside the red zone this deep.
Here's another handoff to Glasgow up the middle, and he is stopped by Watchung. It is a 1st down, though, for Westfield, so a big gain there to make it 1st and goal. And Chris, talking about injuries with Verano, their backup fullback, Jacob Obsgarden, also out for the season with an MCL. And 3rd-string running back Wandre House, who would be the backup now with Verano out. House is also injured. So Westfield is really depleted with these injuries. Also Kyle Shirk from the beginning of the season. There's Martini, and it's a touchdown for Westfield. Jack Shirk makes the catch.
Mike, that is Shirk's.
Gives Westfield the lead.
That's Shirk's 4th touchdown this season, all receiving. Early in the season, I said that Martini and Moriarty would become a duo, but it looks like he's becoming a duo with all of his receivers out there. 3 to Moriarty, 4 to Martini. Shirk, he's having a really good season, Mike.
So Mike Moriarty on for the extra point. Moriarty is 14 of 14 this season from PATs, but that kick was blocked, and it's his 1st miss of the season. Not sure who got the hand in there for Watchung, but good job by the special teams unit for the Warriors.
Yeah, Mike, looks like they got off the edge there, where Obsgarden would be. He usually plays outside in the left there with the backup in. I'm not sure who it was. but they got around the outside and blocked it. They just got Westfield has to do a better job of blocking there. Moriarty, I mean, that's not on him. That's just on the blocking. But Westfield has a 6-point lead. Defense, one of the best in their division. Let's see if they can shut down this unsteady Warriors offense.
Moriarty's, as we said, now 14 of 15 from PATs, but that one not his fault. Westfield's only attempted 1 field goal this season, Chris. That was on the road in Linden week 1. Moriarty missed it.
Yeah, Mike, because whenever they're in opponent's territory, they believe they can get a touchdown. They usually do. And that one PAT, yeah, that was missed, but Moriarty has another shot to get back out there.
Number 7, Lamar Evans, and number 5, Nadir Baya, back deep for the Warriors.
And Mike, Nadir Baya, very dangerous returner back there for the Warriors.
And again, Westfield quickly strikes. Not sure exactly how quick it was because the clock's not working. This one will be returned from the 10. And he's got room to the outside. It's Nadir Baya all the way near the 30, so a good return for Watchung Hills. And out comes the offense led by senior quarterback, number 6, Jack Smith.
Yeah, Mike, Jack Smith, he's had a pretty good year this season. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, so not bad overall. 20 for 40 like Martini, but not as many yards with only 263. He probably wants to get that up tonight, lead his team to a victory, but also he wants to improve some stats there, Mike.
And everyone keeps asking, when is this Westfield team going to get tested? And so far, they come out strong. Next week, though, Chris, is going to be a good game against Union back at home. High snap for Watchung Hills, first pass, and it was deflected and nearly intercepted after the deflection.
Yeah, Mike, looks like Westfield went back to a 4-man linebacker with Senji Koma, who we didn't see too much out there at linebacker last week, with McDaniel out there, with Ben Kelly at safety. So this week looks like Westfield's more focused on containing the inside than the outside. And right there for Smith, it's Mikey said before, it's raining. It's going to be hard for the quarterbacks to get a good grip on that ball and throw a spiral like they usually do.
So it's a handoff. Brings up 3rd and long for Watchung.
And Mike, that was Jonathan Taub on the run.
The junior.
Looks like a pretty big guy out there, Mike. He just lowered his shoulder and ran over a few Westfield defenders. A solid 4-yard gain. And Mike, looks like they're running with trips right, far side, with lone receiver near.
3rd and 6. Smith loses the football, and he falls on top of it, but Westfield's defense comes up with a stop, and Watchung Hills has the 3-and-out on their first drive of tonight's ball game.
Yeah, Mike, as I said before, it's going to be hard for the quarterbacks to hold on to the ball, but that one, it just looked like it hit his knee or it slipped out of his hand when he was running with it. He just has to have more control over that. Luckily, he got it about a 1-2 yard loss, so it wasn't that bad, but now it brings up 4th down, and Westfield's going to get the ball back if Sure can build it cleanly.
Joe Sangiacomo gets credit with the tackle. Brian Pusio will punt this one, nearly blocked by Owen Kessler. Good punt out at the 33, and Shirk is brought down right at the 35.
Mike, there seems to be a flag back there.
We saw Owen Kessler last week almost block the kick, and it's against Westfield. Near the 18-yard line.
Looks like the flag is going to push him back, Mike, and not make a redo of down. But Owen Kessler and Jeffrey Gaham got through that line. Kessler, who was one of the MVPs for the Westfield defense last week and the entire team, almost got on that block. Mike, he has 7 sacks on the season so far. I mean, that's just unheard of.
He had a field day last week, racking up sacks, tackles for losses, and a block punt.
Yeah, Mike, we're going to see a lot of stickers on that helmet soon.
So the Westfield offense comes back out on the field, their second drive of the game. Phil Martini just had his 7th touchdown of the season. We talked about this week 1, Chris, how important it was for Coach Sarno to get Martini experience last season as a junior, so it wasn't his first year.
Mike, it's so important because as a young quarterback last year, he gained the poise, gained the humbleness. He also gained confidence, and now as a starting quarterback this year, it just gives him so much more.
And that pass is incomplete, but definitely defensive pass interference.
Yeah, Mike, number 33, Jonathan Taub, was draped all over Kyle Dombrowski, who was running a simple in route, and that's going to move Westfield up 5 yards.
Well, he was holding the receiver before Martini even threw that thing. Good 5 seconds.
And Mike, that's 15-yard penalty.
So now Westfield the penalty will move the ball all the way to the 34.
Yeah, Mike, it looks like this Warrior defense is a little reckless out there. First with the unnecessary roughness penalty on the first play of the game, and this time with a pass interference. Watchung is just giving Westfield field position, Mike.
Hands it off to Glasgow. Picks up a yard or 2.
Mike, that was a pretty good game there by Glasgow. He was stopped again at the line of scrimmage, but he just keeps the legs churning. About a 2-3 yard gain. They're just trying to get Glasgow going because last week with Verano back in after his illness, he was getting most of the carries, but after the torn ACL, it looks like Glasgow's going to be getting about 95% of the snaps this season.
Yeah, just a shame for Matt Verano. Last week against Franklin, we immediately knew he was hurt. The way his left ankle turned, but we didn't realize how severe the injury was, tearing his ACL. And you have to feel for Matt, a kid who had such a hard worker, talented player who had to wait his time behind Simcox and Jack Curry.
Yeah, Mike.
And now he had his chance at the starting position and played 2 really good games.
But Mike, I mean,
his high school career gets cut short.
He's already done so much for this team. I mean, he's been awarded captain, which he rightfully deserves. His first game of the season, over 160 yards rushing. It just shows how much heart that kid has. And with him on the sideline, we all know he'll be rooting for this team.
Martini rolling to his right, and then he's going to run this one up the middle and pick up the first down.
Mike,
that's the first time we've seen Martini scramble all season.
Yeah, Mike, that was a great play by Martini. No one was open, tucks it away. He lowered the shoulder, didn't want to slide. He knew he had to pick up that first down. That just shows, as we said before, he's matured as a quarterback from playing last year. And this year, he's much more mature player. And now Westfield is at their own 45-yard line and now marching down the field.
5:45 left in the first as the clock's finally on, and they pitch to Glasgow on the left, and he's near the sideline. He picks up a first down.
Yeah, Mike, that was great blocking out there by number 5, Jack Shirk, sealing off the inside. Glasgow just cuts it to the outside, picks up that first down a little bit more, and now Westfield is in Warrior territory.
First and 10 for the Blue Devils. Ball on the Warriors' 42-yard line. First and 10, Westfield.
Chris, we've seen this passing game with Shirk and Moriarty, but Kyle Dombrowski yet to get really involved. Something we're expecting for him as the starting tight end. Yeah,
Mike, last year he got a lot of experience. A lot of time out there. This year, we were expecting him to get a lot of more reps. He dropped a few passes early in the first game. We haven't seen him been thrown to as much except for the first passing attempt of this series when he was held. But we have seen him at punter, and boy, what a job he's done there. 2 punts already down inside the 5-yard line. We saw that one booming kick against Basking Ridge that went over 60 yards.
Plays 3 ways. Also on defense, too. Glasgow up the middle for a gain of about 5.
Yeah, Mike, and I won't forget, against Basking Ridge, Ishmael Glasgow had an 80-yard touchdown, but that wouldn't have been possible without a monster block by Kyle Dombrowski at Westfield's 20-yard line that made a huge hole, and Glasgow was gone. So Dombrowski might not be there for his receiving right now, which I hope will come along eventually, but he is definitely there for his blocking.
Third down and 6.
Let's see what Westfield can do here, Mike, with being at 3rd and 6 at around the 40-yard line.
4:30 left in the first. Westfield up 6-0. They scored on a touchdown on their first possession. It's going to be a penalty on Westfield, legal formation.
So, Mike, that'll push Westfield to about a 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11. So the Westfield probably passed it there. There they could have definitely ran it with Glasgow, getting him 5-6 yards, which he usually does on most carries. But Glasgow coming out of the game, being replaced by McDaniel far side, with Shirk and Moriarty near side, with Kaplan in the backfield.
5-yard penalty, so it's 3rd and 11. If you're wondering how Westfield got 6, it was Jack Shirk on the catch, and that one was nearly intercepted. Good defense, no flag. But going back to that first possession, they missed the extra point was actually blocked. But good defense right there from the Warriors secondary.
Yeah, Mike,
over Jack Shirk.
That was great coverage there by Lamar Evans. He's a kick returner, wide receiver. Now, as we see him as a defensive back, just great defense there over a really good receiver, Jack Shirk. And now Dombrowski back. We haven't seen him punt usually this close to the end zone for Westfield.
And that ball on the 43. And it's a good punt from Dombrowski. Bounces a little unfriendly inside the 14, though.
Yeah, Mike, that was around the 15-yard line or so. So that was about a 30-yard punt. That's a little under his average at about 38 yards a punt. But it pins the Warriors back deep in their territory. Mike, the clock was malfunctioning before, so I'm not sure how much time the Warriors have left to work with. But I mean, they're pinned back deep. Westfield's defense is one of the best in the state. So let's see what happens on the series.
Westfield's defense comes up with a sack.
Mike, I'm not sure exactly who that was, but it looked like Kessler, Marr, and Valabera were in on that one, so we'll give them each half a sack. And Mike, Westfield this season already has 10 sacks, 6 picks, 1 pick six, and 2 safeties. So they're really good at pinning their opponents back deep and then forcing many turnovers. And with the Warriors at their own 7-yard line.
2nd and long. It's a short pass. Almost hit the ground, but it was complete.
That brings up 3rd down and long for Watchung Hills. 3rd down and long.
It was Nick Ugarte, number 20, with the catch. Bring up 3rd and long, 2:40 left here in the first at Tozier Field in Warren.
Mike, looks like they're running with trips left near side with a single wide receiver on the far side with Smith in the backfield with 32.
Westfield's defense bringing the pressure. Pass was caught. Glasgow there for the stop. And Watchung Hills will be forced to punt.
Another great defensive series there by Westfield, not letting Watchung Hills get any yardage there. They actually lost about 2, Mike. And last punt, was almost blocked by Kessler and Gagum up the middle. But we're usually seeing more pressure on the outside. We saw Stevie Barton block one in the first game, and we see him lined up outside, near side.
It's a high punt, pretty short, and Shirk will call for a fair catch at the 37-yard line.
And Mike, again, Westfield has amazing field position. Their opponent's 37-yard line. That's what Westfield does. If they don't convert, they let Kyle Dombrowski punt the ball and boom it down the field, pin back deep. Westfield stops them, either getting a defensive turnover or just making a punt, and just applying so much pressure. The punt is either muffed, blocked, or just punted, but not even that far, as we've seen right there. They're at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, it's a great point, Chris. Westfield always working with short yardage, and Glasgow picks up a couple there. Field position crucial. And you see Westfield week in and week out, they win the field position game.
Yeah, Mike, but usually when we see Westfield score touchdowns, it's been from about like 50 yards out or so. First game, Mike Moriarty had that 45-yard touchdown. Basking Ridge, Phil Martini threw two 40-plus yard touchdowns. Ish Glasgow had that 80-yard touchdown.
Glasgow with another carry, and it's a first down. Good run from the senior. And it's not a big difference, Chris. Obviously, the injury is devastating for Verano and the team, but Ish Glasgow, he's going to step in there, and you're going to see tremendous production from him, too.
Oh, yeah, Mike, we've seen a lot of strength from Glasgow. Him coming back in from not getting too much playing time last week has already helped his team out so much. This guy is tremendously tough, just battling to get extra yardage each play.
And that pass is incomplete.
Mike, I believe that's the first time Martini has looked McDaniel's way this season. One was a little low from the rain. It probably slipped a little bit because we know Philly's pretty accurate. Probably looking to hit McDaniel right in the numbers. If he did McDaniel, he had a first down and maybe more.
Could have been a big play right there. McDaniel had a lot of room in front of him off that swing screen.
Yeah, Mike, it looks like Westfield again is going with trips left far side with Dombrowski lone side tight end.
No receivers on the near side. Again, it's a handoff. Glasgow up the middle for a big gain. Just short of that first down marker.
Another really good gain. It doesn't always have to be a 20, 30-yard carry. Mike, if you just run the ball 4 yards each time, if you run it 4 yards the first time, 4 yards second down, then 4 yards on third down, you get a first down each time. So that's what they're asking for from Glasgow right now.
Glasgow cuts to the left. He's got room. Picks up a first down, and he's stopped inside the 10. And that'll bring an end to the first quarter here in Watchung Hills. The Blue Devils again come out of the gate strong with a touchdown on their first possession, and their defense also played very well, Chris.
Yeah, Mike. I mean, their defense, it's only 6-0, but their defense is just showing how tough they are, how strong they are, how poised they are out in the field. Phil Martini showing off his arm early. Ish Glasgow showing off his elusiveness in the backfield, scrambling out there, picking up the extra yardage that they need. And let's hope we can continue that throughout the game.
Second quarter coming right up here on BDTV.
And Mike Martini is lined up in the backfield with Kaplan.
Martini finds an open receiver, and it's a touchdown for Westfield. Mike Moriarty makes the catch, his fourth touchdown of the season.
And Mike, again, Martini finding his two best receivers. First time to Shirk, this time to number 10, Mike Moriarty. And Mike, Moriarty, he's just having a great year. I mean, he's really good at kicking extra points. He's 9 of 10. He has 4 TDs, and he's just having a really good year, Mike. But it looks like Westfield's going for 2 to make it 14-0 because of the missed PAT last time down the field.
I was going to ask you that right before we went to break. Do they go for 2? And they will. Martini looking to his right, and it's dropped. Martini had an open receiver. I believe it was, can't see the number from here.
I believe it was Moriarty, Mike.
Mike Moriarty, who just caught the touchdown. Had two guys coming from behind, but he was open for a split second, and he probably should have caught that.
Looks like it hit him right in the shoulder pad, right near the shoulder, and yeah, it should have been caught. But hey, I mean, I'm not mad at the kid. He caught the touchdown. That time it was just a hiccup, and Westfield's up 12-0. Next time they just got to convert. Mike Moriarty. No, it wasn't him. It wasn't him.
So it wasn't a huge scoring first quarter for Westfield. Usually see him take complete control, but they quickly score here in the second. But miss the extra point on the first touchdown, then go for two, and it's a failed conversion. It's only a 12-point lead. But we're yet to see Watchung Hill's offense accomplish anything. Two quick 3-and-outs.
Yeah, like, I mean, we haven't even seen them cross the 50-yard line, let alone get in the red zone.
Penalty marker on the field.
Looks like an offside, Mike, so that's going to push Westfield back.
That play was ruled dead right as Moriarty kicked it, flag at the 41.
Looks like it's Stevie Barden. That's where the flag was thrown in his vicinity. So that's going to give Watchung Hills a little more room to convert here.
Moves the kick back 5 yards to the 35.
Don't see that too much, Mike. Usually, the gunners usually the last ones to leave.
So 11:55 left in the second. Low kick from Moriarty. Bounces and picked up at the 10 by Nadir Bea. And he's brought down near the 24. Owen Kessler
And
comes up
Mike,
with a stop.
there's a flag far side of the field, probably going to be a hold. So Westfield, Mike Moriarty, beautiful kick there. One bouncer allowing his defense to get down the field. Last time it was 5 yards closer, and number 5, Nadir Bea, he returned it to the 30. But this time they're 5 yards back, and he doesn't even get to the 30. And with the penalty, it's going to move him back 5 yards. My mistake, 10 yards.
Holding on the return, as you said, Chris, moves him back
Penalty marker on the play. Holding against the Warriors.
at the 10-yard line. Westfield defense has come up with 2 safeties this year. We saw one against Linden, and then last week just miscommunication by Franklin on the snap. Nicky Gardy in motion.
And Mike, there's another flag on the play that's going to push the Warriors back even further. Since it's inside the 20, it's probably going to be about half the distance. So they're going to be, instead of at the 7, at about maybe about the 12, Mike. But the Warriors just digging themselves into a bigger hole. I mean, they're giving Westfield yardage. They're taking yards away from themselves. And with Westfield's defense, they just keep pushing them back. And now looks like the Warriors are doing that job for them.
And with Watchung Hills not creating any offense, Coach Rich Subert going a little creative with the jet sweep to his receiver, Nicky Garde.
But, Mike, I mean, that's what they got to do. I mean, nothing's really working for them right now. Passing game, not too much. Running game, not too much. They have to change it up. So it was good to see that there. But the holding penalty, Mike, is just it's holding them back.
Ball's at the 6-yard line. Handoff for Watchung Hills. Westfield's D. The front 4 is there.
On the handoff, stopped by an army of Blue Devils. Second down, Watchung Hills.
Mike, the ball's positioned at around the 6 or 7 yard line, and it's about 10 seconds and long, yeah.
Second down and long for the Warriors.
Twins near side with the lone receiver far side.
Play action. Smith under pressure, and he is sacked. Another flag on the play.
And Mike, there's another flag there. Let's see who it's going to be on. It looks like it's a false start or maybe an illegal formation on the offense. So Watchung Warriors are just digging themselves deeper and deeper into this hole that they're going in.
That was nearly a safety.
Illegal formation against the Warriors. That penalty will be declined. The result of the play is a 3rd down.
And Mike, now the ball is placed at around the half-yard line. Last time this happened, Westfield got a sack, safety. And it looks like they're taking out a linebacker and bringing in Adam McDaniel, the second safety, because while Watchung Hills is probably going to be going long just to get that first down or just get him out of this, territory.
Watchung Hills gets a couple yards on this one and a big hit. Jack Smith able to come up okay. That was a big hit there, right?
Yeah, Mike. I mean,
helmet to helmet.
Ish Glasgow just came in. I'm not sure if it was helmet to helmet, but he definitely lowered his shoulder and sent Jack Smith flying backwards. But Shirk is back deep return, but also Watchung Hills' punter is also deep in their end zone, and everyone is bunched in trying to block that punt.
And Brian Pusio able to get this one out, but Westfield will have incredible field position at the 30.
Yeah, Mike, again, Westfield is just getting amazing field positioning. Instead of working with about 60, 70 yards, they're working with 30. It's just giving them more stuff to do, not having to worry being backed up in their own territory and just doing what they want out there.
So now they could really break this thing open with great field position.
And Mike McDaniel, Moriarty, near side with Shirk, far side.
And Chris, we saw last week when Westfield had the big lead against Franklin, saw a lot of backups come in. So maybe on this drive we see Martini take a shot to a different receiver. There's McDaniel. He caught it, and it's a touchdown for Westfield. The junior Adam McDaniel with his first touchdown of the season. Great throw by Phil Martini. And McDaniel reels it in to make it 18-0 early in this second quarter.
Mike, Phil Martini has added another receiver to his arsenal, adding McDaniel in there with another touchdown. What a catch by McDaniel, catching it over the Watchung Hills defender, getting his first touchdown of the season. What a play by McDaniel and Martini there.
Now Westfield up 3 scores will just kick the extra point here.
That's definitely play of the week.
And Moriarty drills it. So the Blue Devils in front, 19-0. 9:17 left in the second quarter. And the Warriors are in serious danger of falling to 0-4 on the season.
Yeah, Mike,
already in this first half.
Westfield just taking over this discouraged Watchung Hills offense and defense, just putting the ball in the air, putting it on the ground, but also on defense, just pinning them back deep. Also, Watchung Hills is doing it to themselves. With these penalties, I think they have about 4 or 5 on the game. I mean, they're just hurting themselves right now.
Not a terrible crowd for rainy Friday night. Watchung Hills student section, the Tribe with a neon out on the near left. Not a bad crowd. And then Westfield on the far side. Big game for Westfield Athletics tomorrow. The boys and girls soccer team takes on Scotch Plains. Should be an electric atmosphere at Keller at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, Mike, I know me and you are both going to be there cheering on our Westfield boys soccer team as they go up against our arch rival Scotch Plains. First time they lost, but this time I hope they get the win, Mike.
So Moriarty kicks it away. Shorter kick, return from the 15. It's Lamar Evans on the return, and Westfield's defense comes up there. Owen Kessler and Joe Sangiacomo.
Mike, look like there was some smack
Shea
talk.
Elliott in there for the stop.
Look like there was some smack talk out there by number 20 of Westfield, Adam McDaniel, and number 19 of Watchung Hills, Connor James. It's probably some causing from friction. Westfield up 19-0. Watchung Hills players don't like that right now, not liking how Westfield is just rubbing in their face with a 19-0 lead. But it's early in the game. Westfield's doing what they got to do to be one of the top teams in the state at ranked 19th.
Number 16, by NJ.com.
16th.
Handoff up the middle. And Jeff Gagum, first one there.
Mike, number 2, Zare Tome just ran right into a wall there with Nick Marr and Jeff Gagum just stuffing the middle of the pile. Zave Thome, my mistake.
Thorn.
Zare? Zaravia, sorry, Mike. It was a little messy handwriting. All right, to get a confirmation, his name is Xavier, so our mistake.
Xavier Thorne with carry. Second down, quarterback keeper Jack Smith maybe picks up a couple yards there on the near sideline.
Great tackle there by Dayon there, Mike. He missed him on the first attempt, but came around, jumped on top of him, brought him down with some extra help there by Ish Glasgow on the outside. Jake Dayon is one of the juniors on this team, probable captain for next season, Mike. Just a tough kid on this team. And as a junior, not one of the biggest kids out there, but he does have a lot of heart, and we saw that there on that play.
Third and about 9 for Watchung Hills. Still looking for their first down, and that one nearly intercepted. It's deflected by Jake Dayon. Good defense from the junior.
Again, Jake Dayon getting in on that play, showing what he's made of. Going up against the tall receiver, but Dayon showing his vertical, getting up there, swatting the ball away, and it brings up about a 4th and 7 here for Watchung Hills. Mike, this is their third and out of the game. Watchung Hills cannot get it done on offense right now. Head coach of Watchung, Rich Schubert, at halftime has got to change up this game plan, Mike, because right now it's not working.
That play's blown dead before the snap.
And timeout Watchung, Mike.
Timeout taken by the Warriors with 7:45 left in the second quarter. All Westfield here in Watchung, 19-0.
Yeah, Mike, I mean, the quarter is not even halfway done. Westfield's going to get the ball back, probably again in really good field position. And right now, Westfield can't be stopped in the air, on the ground. Ish Glasgow's getting about 5 yards, 6 yards of carry. Phil Martini already 2 TDs. He's just having a great day out there, Mike. My mistake, he has 3 touchdown passes, adding to his 6 before the game. So right now, Phil has 9 through 3 games. Only 1 interception, which is outstanding. Phil's having a really good start to his senior year, Mike.
We saw him using his mobility there, something we don't see often earlier in the first quarter. Picked up a first down, too.
Yeah, Mike, we usually don't see Westfield quarterbacks running too much right there before he had to, and he did a really good job.
Good punt from Busio. Bounce near the 38 where Shirk picks it up, and moving on the sideline into Watchung territory at about the 40 6. Good return by the senior Jack Shirk.
It was a great punt there by number 12, Brian Puccio. Got over the head of Shirk, but he picked it up at around the 40 to 35 yard line of Westfield. Shirk picks it up, runs again into Warriors territory. Westfield, it's probably one of the deepest times they get the ball. It's in Watchung territory, but at the 48 yard line or 47 yard line.
Another handoff to Glasgow, and he breaks free up the middle all the way near the 33. Good run for Glasgow. Continues to break tackles.
Mike, that was a solid 13-yard gain there by Glasgow. He looked like he didn't even was going full speed there. He was just shifting left and right. Finally brought down. But, I mean, Ish Glasgow, I mean, he doesn't even have to go 100%, and he's still better than most players out there on the field. So, I mean, Ish is just one heck of a player.
Shirk in motion to the left. Martini finds Shirk, and he picks up the first down near the sideline. Good block by Adam McDaniel.
Yeah, Mike, that was good block by Adam McDaniel, sealing off the outside. Shirk just bounces it, gets another 6 or 7 yards. But it appears to be a block in the back there.
Second down.
Was that a block in the back?
Short for the Blue Devils. Second down. Penalty, illegal block against Westfield.
So that pass is going to be negated from the penalty. It's called an illegal block. I guess they called on McDaniel.
It remains first down for Westfield. First down.
6:40 left in the second. Talks about all these blowouts. This could be the worst one of them all. If Westfield keeps running this score, there goes Glasgow to the right. He's got a block, still on his feet, and Ish Glasgow is in the end zone for a touchdown to make it 25-0. Westfield all over Watchung Hills.
Yeah, Mike, Ish Glasgow showing some more magic out there, bouncing it to the outside, breaking tackles left and right. What an amazing run. Looked like he was going to be tackled in the sideline, but he put on the acceleration burst, and he ran into the end zone. Westfield now is a 25-point lead, soon to be 26 if Moriarty nails this field goal extra point. I mean, what a great start to the first half for Westfield. Mike, their first blowout, as you said before, was 30-0 to Linden. But right now, it looks like Watchung might be the top one, as Westfield is going to lead 26-0 with 6:21 remaining in the first half.
16th made extra point of the year for the senior, Mike Moriarty. All Westfields here in Watchung Hills. The Blue Devils scored 20 points, Chris, here in the second quarter.
And Mike, with 26-0, do you think that Westfield will bring in some backups right now?
Definitely in the second half. Should see a bunch of backups. We saw for about a drive, I believe it was the sophomore Jacob Saltzer who came in at QB, and then DeRosa. Definitely, I expect DeRosa to get a lot of carries.
Mike, I'm pretty sure DeRosa's hurt, though, because before the game I saw his right wrist wrapped up. And he's another running back. So right now, the only running backs that Westfield has technically are Ish and Anthony DeBella, the junior. I'm like last time when Moriarty was going to kick, Stevie Barton jumped off sides a little early. Let's see if he waits back a little bit, not try to get the same penalty.
Nadir Bea takes it from the 10 and lowers his shoulder out near the 27.
Bea on the return for the Warriors.
Joe Sangiacomo, I believe, came up with the stop.
He brought the football past the 25-yard line.
Again, Westfield pinning Watchung back deep, 25-yard line. And Westfield right now, Mike, their defense just having a field day, getting tackle after tackle for a loss. But also Watchung, you know, he's just causing penalties that's just pinning them back deeper and deeper into their own territory as there's trips left far side with lone receiver near side.
Smith pass is incomplete. Believe that one was deflected as Smith threw it. If you're just joining us here, Westfield all over the Warriors of Watchung, 26-0. Westfield got Martini to Shirk touchdown in the first quarter. It was a blocked extra point. Then we saw Mike Moriarty with a touchdown reception, and then Adam McDaniel with a really nice catch off a long throw from Martini. And then just on that last drive, Ish Glasgow gets the rushing touchdown.
And yeah, Mike, the only back that Westfield hasn't, the only Westfield back that hasn't had a touchdown this game is Jacob Kaplan, the fullback. We've seen him for a few series, most plays, getting in there blocking. But I don't believe the fullback in Westfield's, the fullback on Westfield's offense is usually utilized to score touchdowns, used for blocking. But Kaplan has done a great job this season of blocking. He's one of the reasons Ish Glasgow is breaking these tackles, getting these blocks, and creating huge gains out of them.
Good run for Nadir Bea. It's the first down, as you just heard, by Watchung Hills, but they don't get anything on this run.
Number 5, Nadir Bea on the run for the Warriors.
As Zave Thorne was still running with that ball after the whistle was blown dead.
Second down and 10.
And Mike, with 5:10 remaining, before I saw the two backups for Watchung Hills throwing, Vincent Marinello and Mike Miller warming up on the sideline.
Yeah, they're warming up right here. If our camera can get a shot of it, 16 and 14. We'll see if Watchung Hills is going to keep their senior starter, Jack Smith, in the game. Been a struggle all game long for the Warriors.
Yeah, Mike, I mean, it wouldn't hurt right now. Just try to mix it up. Because right now, the way their offense is going, I'm pretty sure the fans, coaching staff, and the players don't like where it's headed. It'd be good to see if someone new can get in there, fresh pair of legs, can try to make something happen for the Warriors offense.
There's Kyle Dombrowski, the first one there. Jeff Gagum finishes it off. Westfield's defense has had a great year, and they force another punt.
Yeah, Mike, Dombrowski just came in there for Valabera, beats the right tackle for Watchung. Dombrowski just towers over Smith and brings them down for a huge loss. It is now 4th and long, specifically about a 4th and about 15, Mike, maybe about 10.
Puccio again out to punt, and there's Shirk going up the middle. Again, Westfield will start off in Warrior territory. Good return there by Jack Shirk.
Yeah, Mike, Shirk's
something out of nothing.
Shirk's averaging about 8 yards to carry per punt return, and with the amount of space he's having, that's really good. Right there, I thought he was going to call a fair catch, but he saw he had a blocker near him, cuts it up the middle for about a 10-yard gain, or 10-yard return. With Twins far side, Mike.
3:36 left. Westfield still got the starters out there. It's Moriarty on the catch. Gain of about 6, and they're going to try to get another touchdown here.
Mike, if they go into the half,
good amount of time.
Mike, if they go into a half with a 32, 33-point lead. I mean, Westfield definitely has got to bring in their backups, Mike, because, I mean, they don't want something to happen to what happened to Matt Verano last week. They want to have all their players healthy for the following games because they got some big games coming up, and they want to maintain this perfect record.
Glasgow up the middle, trucking the defender. And he's pumped after that one. Flag on the play. And talking about those next key games, Union at home at Elizabeth and home against Immaculata. Three games that are probably all be more competitive than these first four we've seen.
Definitely, Mike. I mean, Union, their running back is outstanding. Elizabeth has always been a powerhouse along with Immaculata. They're just all very tough teams. But right there, I just want to talk about Ish Glasgow trucking over that Watchung defender, and the entire Westfield sideline was pumped there, Mike.
There's Shirk on the catch. He's brought down by two Warrior defenders. John Taub in there for the stop, along with number 5, Nadir Baya.
And, Mike, with 2:25 left in the quarter, or the first half, looks like Westfield's going to try to score. They don't want to just settle for a field goal. They want to get it in. They want to keep pounding this lead. And they just want to send their fans home happy. And for right now, they're happy, Mike.
Rain's still coming down here. As we approach 8 o'clock, Glasgow with the carry again, picks up good amount of yardage.
First down, Mike.
Westfield inside the red zone now, and that's a first down. As you said, Chris, for the Blue Devils. 1:47 to go, and there's a timeout on the field.
Timeout.
We'll step aside.
Warriors, their second of the half.
So welcome back to Watchung Hills here at the beautiful Tozier Field, where the Blue Devils are in complete control for a 4th consecutive week. And Chris, they're really making a push at back-to-back state titles.
Yeah, Mike. I mean, 16 wins dating back to 2014 Thanksgiving Day. Undefeated last year.
Open man, Jack Shirk for a touchdown. Shirk's second touchdown of the game. Martini's 4th, and it is an absolute rout of the Watchung Hills Warriors. 32-0, about to be 33.
And Mike Martini's 10th touchdown on the season. That's in 4 games. That is so impressive. And, Mike, that's 4 in the first half. That is as many as he had in the first 2 games of the season. That is just so impressive. He is settling down as his quarterback, taking control of this team, and just showing why he's a great quarterback and the starter on this Westfield offense.
And he'll drill the point after to make it 33-0.
And
Chris, coming into tonight, we were expecting Westfield to dominate, but man, this is impressive. And they started out pretty slow, only 6-0 after 1.
Yeah, Mike, but I just want to talk about that last play there for Westfield. Jack Shirk was wide open. There was not a single Watchung defender near him in like a 10-yard radius. Was it a defensive breakdown there, Mike, or just some confusion? It doesn't matter, though, because Westfield's going to go into the halftime with a very big lead if their defense can hold up. And, Mike, by the way that this game is going, it looks like that's going to happen. But, Mike, also, JV has a game tomorrow because of the holiday, so it looks like we're probably not going to be seeing them in the game because I'm pretty sure that they don't want to get any of their players hurt.
It's a good point, but I think we'll still see them for the majority of that second half. Minute 43, this is a squib kick, and number 32, Matthew Cardoso, will just fall on it.
I'm like, just going back to the backups, we'll probably see some longtime seniors, juniors in there who we can't see on JV because they're too old. We'll probably see Michael Gagliardi. Been playing football since I believe the 3rd or 4th grade, whenever he could be able to play. He's been putting in so much energy, time into this Westfield football program. And we haven't seen him too much this season. We've seen him on kickoff, but I'm pretty sure it'd be a big thrill to see him out there on defense. I know the younger kids respect him. The players his age respect him. And hopefully we'll see him out there.
Pass complete over the middle. Shea Elliott, first one there on the tackle. Brings up 2nd and short.
And it looks like Ish Glasgow
was the one on the reception.
Looks like Ish Glasgow and number 7 Lamar Evans of Watchung Hills getting into a little tussle out there, Mike. We saw before Adam McDaniel and number 19 Connor James get out there.
That one's intercepted by Glasgow, and he's got room in front of him to the house. Ish Glasgow, back-to-back weeks with pick sixes, and this makes it 39-0.
Mike, Ish Glasgow is doing everything this season for Westfield. Rushing TDs, kick returns, and now his 2nd pick six of the season. It is just unbelievable, Mike. He's having an outstanding senior year. 2nd pick six of the season in the last 2 games, as you just said. But this time, I mean, this one was much longer. This one's about a 40-yard TD, but he was just running up the sideline, not even touched. Ishmael Glasgow, I mean,
Chris,
no words,
his
Mike.
8th total touchdown of the season, correct?
Definitely, yeah, right there on the stat sheet.
5 rushes, 1 return against Linden, and now both back-to-back weeks with interception returns. And it's 40-0 Westfield.
And Mike, I mean, again, their defense is taking the credit for this. 0 points, but I mean, right now, it's the Westfield offense and their defense going up against a very discouraged Watchung Hills team. And Mike, I'm pretty sure we're going to see some changes made by both teams. Yeah, I mean, with
and Chris, talking about such a blowout, Westfield, the defense has done an incredible job. Obviously, anybody notices the shutout on the scoreboard, but if you didn't sit down and watch the game, the field position for Westfield, they've started, I believe, all these drives in Warrior territory.
Yeah, Mike.
Just made it so easy for Martini to lead this offense, and then when he could complete those easy passes to Shirk and Moriarty, and then Ish Glasgow just can't be stopped. It's either a 20, 30-yard gain or it's a 5 or 6 every time, and then you see Glasgow comes up with a tackle, gets into it, one of the receivers for Watchung on the next play, takes it to the house. Just a great athlete, and Ish Glasgow is having a tremendous, you can't state it enough, a tremendous senior campaign. It's Bay at the 5, and he is laid down.
Mike, I believe, again, that is Owen Kessler. First time hearing his name today. Huge game last week, that time laying out a huge hit on Bea. Owen Kessler, Mike, I think as you said before in the earlier games, he's getting looks for some D1 colleges.
He's got one from Bryant University, D1 AA. And he posted his highlight tape from the first 3 weeks. And there's some great plays he's making. You're going to definitely see more offers week in and week out for Owen Kessler.
Yeah,
Who knows, maybe an FBS coach comes out and gives Kessler a look.
Mike, that was a great tackle there by Jake Dayon. He got burned a little bit, just a little bit, but he stretched out, just grabbed his ankle, and I mean, he brought him down. Didn't have to be a huge hit, didn't have to be a lower the shoulder, lay him on his back hit, just wrap him up, throw him down. And that was first down saving tackle there by Dayon.
.30 seconds left. Smith still in the game, and he's running this one, picks up a first down as the clock's at 26.
Mike, they got to stop the clock for the chains here, Mike, so they're going to run to the line. Westfield defense back out there, standing strong. But that's only Watchung's 2nd first down of the game. And Mike, the clock is running. They got twins both sides, 10 seconds left. This definitely has to be the last play of the half.
Quarterback keeps it. Could have been a dangerous play. Will Schwartz comes up with a stop, and it brings an end to the first half here in Watchung Hills. All Westfield, 40-0 the score. Phil Martini having a ball game with 4 passing touchdowns. Ish Glasgow with a rushing touchdown and an interception return. The Blue Devils in complete control as we expected, but not this much, Chris.
No, Mike. I mean, I was expecting at least a pretty good game here, Mike. Something, we could enjoy. But right now, we're calling a one-sided game. Westfield's going into this locker room happy, full of energy, while this Warriors team, they're going into the locker room very discouraged, very upset about their performance. But right now, Mike, both teams, Westfield, Watchung especially, they have to make huge game plan decisions for the second half.
Second half coming right up from Watchung Hills. Welcome back to Watchung Hills Regional High School, everybody. Michael Lenner alongside Chris Witzel as the Westfield Blue Devils have come out and taken care of business in all assets of the game, up 40-0. If there's one positive for Watchung Hills this game, it's that they're going to receive the second half kickoff, Chris. It has been ugly. 4 touchdowns for Phil Martini. Shirk's got a couple. Moriarty and McDaniel each have 1. Glasgow having another big game with a rushing touchdown and a pick 6 for the second straight week. And the Watchung Hills offense comes out. They've only had about 3 first downs all night, Chris.
Yeah, Mike. Also, the Blue Devils have just done also an amazing job out there. You can't really ask more than that, Mike.
The return is a gain of 18 yards. The ball will be spotted on their own 32-yard line. First down and 10, Watchung Hills.
Still looks like mostly the starters out there for that defense for Westfield, Chris.
Yeah, Mike. The JV has a game tomorrow, so they don't want to use any of their players. Westfield is just going to take this game slow. But also, since it's 40-0, 35-0 is the mercy rule. But so that means there's a running clock, Mike. Clock is not gonna stop for any known reason. But unless Watchung Hill scores. Mike, I think that was Watchung Hills' biggest gain of the season. Run there by Nick Ugarte. And Watchung going with twins, both sides, evened out.
Smith keeps it and he'll run it. And he's brought down by Connor Scanlon.
First time hearing his name today, Mike. And also at linebacker is Connor Scanlon, Joe Sangiacomo, Sean Dwyer, and Michael Gagliardi. On the defensive line, it's Owen Kessler, number 51, Russell Weber, Jake Valabera, and Will Schwartz. So it looks like they're going to keep their secondary the same, but try to mix it up around the middle of the defense.
First down for the Warriors. New quarterback in. It's Vincent Mariello. Pass complete, but it's a loss of 3 for the Warriors.
And there's an injured Watchung player out there on the field, Mike, slow to get up. Number 50. Clayton Bush limping off the field. But also there, again, Owen Kessler getting in the backfield before, almost blocked a punt this time, almost tipped the ball. So Owen Kessler is still having an outstanding game, Mike.
And Chris, we're seeing now, excuse me, Coach Rich Suber, is putting in backup quarterback Vincent Marinello. Marinello is a junior quarterback, 5'11", 155, so he's not that big.
But Mike, they're trying to make something new out there.
Off to Bea, And he is brought down. Westfield. It was
And another,
Sean Dwyer, I believe, the first one there.
and Mike, another big loss. Westfield defense is their secondary coming in, and another Watchung player slow to get up. It's number 5, Nadir Bea. Oh no, number 6, Jack Smith, the starting quarterback.
I believe that's Bea. It is.
Oh yeah,
Nadir
Bea, yes, and he's being carried off the field.
Yeah, not
Watchung's best player being helped off the field, limping
not putting
on
any
his left foot, on his
pressure
right foot, yeah.
No pressure on either leg.
And Mike, their best player's hurt. No, everything's going south here for the Warriors.
Got a feel for Nadir Bea. Hopefully the senior running back is all right, but it does not look good. The trainers will immediately tend to his right ankle. That one's caught for a screen, and it's going to be a good game for Watchung Hills. But Ben Kelly, Kelly is a vicious tackler. He would not let Watchung Hills get that first down.
And Mike, there's a flag on the play. So Watchung Hills just hurting themselves again, shooting themselves in the foot. Penalty is declined, but then there's 2 on the play. First one's declined, second one Westfield will accept.
If we could get a close-up of the Watchung bench right there, Nadir Bea all the way to the right on the bench. It's his right ankle, Chris. And we do not expect him to return from that injury. His cleat is off, and his sock.
Looks to be, we can see him pointing, it seems to be around the upper ankle, lower shin area, Mike. Could be an Achilles, high ankle sprain, or just a broken ankle. And now Adam McDaniel and Ethan Bandelli come in the game. Bandelli taking over Ishmael Glasgow at corner.
And that penalty really brings Watchung Hills back. Again, it's a screen. It's caught by Xavier Thorne, and he goes all the way to the right of the field. Nice catch and run by Xavier Thorne.
Owen Kessler making another big play there. One of the last starters out there for the Westfield defense. And now it brings up a 4th and about 10 here for the Warriors.
And another lone bright spot for Watchung Hills has been their punter, Brian Puccio. He's had a pretty nice day.
Yeah, Mike, I'm pretty sure he's also the leading scorer for this Warriors team. And he's the kicker.
That's a high punt. And a fair catch taken at the 32. Lamar Evans almost called for interference there. He was awfully close. Saw that last week, too.
And Mike, looks like Coach DeSarno is going to leave his starters out there. But looks like he'll switch up the wide receivers as Ian Humphreys and Thomas Fusillo come in. And Mike also to the left of us so we can get a shot. Before the student section was well packed, but now looks like it is dispersed.
Handoff for Westfield.
Looks like Ben Kelly's getting some handoffs in there, Mike.
Kelly on the carry. Number 52 on the tackle for the Warriors.
Oh, my mistake. That's 34, Kaplan, not 14.
I was going to say, no, you're
Yeah, we're not going to see Ben Kelly out there starting safety.
Shotgun Martini again hands it off, and Kaplan brought down quickly.
Michael Montecalvo on the tackle for the Warriors after the Westfield run. And it's third down. Well, 5 minutes. It's third down, right? Yeah, third down.
And Mike, with this running clock, there's 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And this looks like the second half is going to go by in a blur.
And with the running clock, it might take a little bit quicker. Third and 13. The running clock makes it a little bit quicker.
Martini looking over the middle. It's deflected and intercepted by, I believe, number 19, Connor James.
And Mike, there is a flag near side and the flag appears to be on number 58, personal foul on the defense. That might move Westfield up, and
James
looks like
Junior comes up with
let's
a
see
pick
where the
off
ball will be.
deflection, but as you said, Chris,
and it looks like it'll push Watchung back.
they'll
And
still have possession.
And again, they're just shooting themselves in the foot. Westfield, Watchung has got to be more disciplined. They just have so many penalties, pushing them back. It's just not looking good for the Warriors right now. After this game, they got to get to practice, and they just got to settle down. They got to rejuice after this tough loss. Well, so-called loss with 4 minutes to go, and they're down by 40.
Nadir Baya putting that shoe back on. Watchung takes a shot down the field, and it's caught. Lamar Evans, the man, and he caught that one at the 40 for Watchung Hill's first down.
And Mike, that was second string Ethan Bandelli on the coverage. He got up there, but who was it who caught it, Mike?
Lamar Evans.
Lamar Evans got up there. A starter going up against this second string defensive back. So there's going to be some, more, what's the word, Mike? Just going to be more height. There's going to be
competitiveness.
More competitiveness, yeah.
Handoff to Xavier Thorne, and he's got room on the right. A big hit as he's taken out of bounds.
So, Mike, looks like
it was Adam McDaniel with the big hit, pushing Xavier Thorne, who's got some spurt ability we've seen tonight from Thorne.
Yeah, Mike, but also looks like Coach Schubert coming in with Vincent Marinello. He's not the one making the plays, but with him in there, it looks like this Warriors offense is making a stand.
Quarterback, keeper, and big hit. Ball comes out late. Westfield says they have it, but was he down?
Appears to be he's down, Mike, but that was a huge hit there by, I believe, Joe Sangiacomo.
Second down and 5 for the Warriors. Second down.
Marinello had to go over to his coach for the play call.
And, Mike, if we could just get a shot of Nadir Baya running on the right side of the sideline. We can see him up running with his socks and cleat on. Looks like he'll be going back in the game, but for right now, he's on the sideline just
another
settling down.
Keeper for Vincent Marinello. Picks up a few yards. Rolled to his left.
Will Schwartz in on that tackle, Mike.
Third down and short.
Watchung Hills picks up a first down as Marinello, continues to keep that ball and pick up a decent amount of yardage.
And Warriors first down. First and 10 for the Warriors. First down. I gotta bring my creative juice, and I gotta bring it now. And Marinello.
And Mike, with 1:25 left, Warriors in the red zone for the first time tonight.
Got 4 receivers. We've seen Marinello hold this football. It's Xavier Thorne in the backfield. He gets the carry, and Jeff Gagum wraps him up in the backfield.
With Gagum back there on the field, Mike. Looks like they're not going to go anywhere. Looks like they're just trying to get some secondary players in, but also trying to keep some first stringers in. Trying to limit the second stringers because they're on JV. They got a game tomorrow, and for right now it's a varsity game, so they want the varsity players getting some more reps in. And Mike with twins balanced on both sides. Mariello in the backfield with Thorny.
Marinello's pass is complete over the middle to Nicky Agarde. It's might be a first down inside the 5.
Warriors, first down, first and goal for the Warriors. And Marinello's going to keep it.
Marinello kept that one, met at the goal line just shy of the end zone.
Yeah, Mike, it's tough for Mariello to get a touchdown there. I mean, running into a brick wall. And at the end of the third quarter, Westfield's still up 40-0. Mike, right now you can almost say that Westfield is going to win this game. But Watchung Warriors going down the field trying to get their first score of the game. Try to get out of this mercy rule by the running clock. Just trying to put some points up there, get some dignity back. Let's see if they can do that here as they are second and goal at the 1-yard line.
No score in the third quarter as it went by real quick with the running clock. Still 40-0. Westfield all over the Warriors of Watchung Hills.
We should do that. For the second half only because the band will play.
If they didn't have their backups in, Westfield would be running like 50-0 right now. Hey, when we talk, let's talk about how Westfield's going to change up their offense.
First and goal for the Warriors. First and goal. Correction. Second and goal for the Warriors. Second and goal.
And we're back here in Watchung as the fourth quarter about to start. Michael Leniart alongside Chris Witzel. Westfield up 40-0, but Watchung at the 1 trying to score. Marinello keeps it, and he got in. So Watchung Hills scores for the first time today.
Well, Mike, that was a good.
That'll get the Warrior fans pumped up.
Yeah, Mike, that was a good play there, Mariello, just running right up the gut, a little bit to the right side, quarterback keeper. First points of the game. That's got to give some life to this Warriors bench. I believe that's Mariello's first touchdown of the season. So congratulations to the young man. And now it looks like the mercy will be gone with the 35-point lead.
Extra point from Brian Puccio is good. So the Warriors cut the lead to 33.
And Mike, with Westfield getting the ball back, this is their first time receiving a kickoff since the beginning of the game. But their offense, do you think they will keep the same starters out there? Or bring in Salzer, bring in DeBella, bring in Humphreys, Facillo, Cassett, Bolin, Schlewitt, all these guys who are second-string JV players. Do you think they'll bring them in, Mike?
Yeah, I think they will. Usually when we're at home we could tell because we see the guys warming up right in front of us. But yeah, I think this starting will roll to some of the backups. Maybe see, as you said, Jacob Salter at quarterback. Some new running backs, maybe DeRosa. And then at receiver, maybe Thomas Facillo, Ian Humphrey.
Mike, it looks like they'll have Stevie Barden and Adam McDaniel, not their usual return men. Back there, we usually see Shirk and, excuse me, usually they have Shirk and Ishmael Glasgow back there. Just giving them a break. Let's see if the juniors can do some damage back there.
Yeah, Sean Dwyer, Ian Humphrey, Jordan Barham all out there. Barden and I believe McDaniel on the far side returning.
Onside kick, Mike.
Onside kick. Watchung Hills recovers. There is no flag on the play. And Chris, Westfield wasn't expecting that.
Mike, I wasn't expecting that. I don't think anyone was expecting that except for the Warriors sideline. I mean, that was placed perfectly. Number 2, Zave Thorne was just coming right through the gaps and recovering that ball. He didn't even fumble it. He just got it, recovered it. And now Vincent Moriello, who got the touchdown last time, will try to lead his team back down the field, see if they can get another touchdown, make it 40-14.
Ball will be on Westfield's 42-yard line. First down, Warriors.
And Mike, they got Twins left, far side, lone receiver near side. Number 20, Ugarte in motion.
So 7 seconds into this fourth quarter, and that pass is caught. A big gain for Watchung of about 19 yards.
And Mike, that was number
Zave Thorne, who's having a nice night. And Chris, as I was saying, 13 seconds into this fourth quarter, and Watchung Hills already scored a touchdown, recovered an onside kick, and now they're at the 20.
Mike, it looks like that the Westfield second stringers out there can't really handle the Warriors first stringers, which is, that's pretty respected. I mean, these guys are bigger, a little tougher. These guys are second stringers for Westfield, a little bit smaller, not as experienced as the first stringers like Ish Glasgow, Stevie Barden, but they're hanging in there. Then we're getting up 7 points. And right now, they just got a 2-yard loss. They're hanging in there, but this Warrior offense is just steamrolling down the field.
Nick Marr on that stop, and it was Mike Asante who recovered the onside kick for Watchung. Second and 12 looking, and that pass was caught by Lamar Evans, and he's all the way inside the 5. You could tell, Chris, that pass from Marinello was too far to the left, and that ball is slippery. Evans bobbled it at first, but able to hold on, make a nice catch, and run a nice yard after catch.
Yeah, Mike, that was
inside the 5, and now Watchung Hills could score a touchdown. It's going to be close.
And Mike, looks like Moriello was just short. And Mike, speaking of number 5, Nadir Bayas standing far side left of the Watchung bench, seems to be up, walking around, but he's not going into that game, helmet off, watching his team.
Westfield's defense comes up big on Marinello's QB keeper. So brings up 3rd and goal. No matter what, Watchung Hills is going to be going for it on 4th. They can't score here.
And Mike, it looks like they'll bring back in Jeffrey Gagum to try to create a wall. They just did that last time. And right now the defensive line for Westfield is Jeffrey Gagum, Russell Weber, Will Schwartz, and number 67, Joel Madera. And it looks like the Warriors are spreading their receivers out. Twins balanced on both sides.
3rd and goal, just inches away. Marinello keeps it for the 3rd consecutive play, and this time he is in. So Watchung Hills scores 13 unanswered points.
And Mike, looks like this Westfield.
To cut it to a 27-point lead for Westfield.
And Mike, if Puccio makes this extra point, it will be that Westfield only going by 26 points, which is still a lot, Mike. That's about 3 to 4 touchdowns. About 3. But Westfield offense is just so good. They'll be perfectly fine. They just got to prepare for if Puccio does another onside kick.
Yeah, the kick's good from Brian Puccio. As you said, 40-14, 9:15. Gives Watchung Hills some momentum. It's a nice comeback. Score 2 quick touchdowns here in the 4th. Get these guys positive momentum for the future. And next week, big game at Phillipsburg. And then they play Plainfield.
Yeah, Mike, they got
down 26. They do extend the game because of the clock stopping. But they're not coming back and winning this game anytime soon.
Yeah, Mike. I mean, Westfield's offense is it's too good to have turnovers. Martini's having a good day. Let's see if Salter comes back in. But right now, it looks like Westfield, they're preparing to see if Puccio does another onside kick. One of the coaches, I'm not sure who it is, I can't make out who it is, preparing his return team for any shenanigans that could happen out there.
Yeah, it'll probably be the hands team out.
Yeah, Mike, as you can see, there's no one back there. It's only Ish Glasgow back. Hands team includes Stevie Barden, Ian Humphreys, Jake Valabera, Jake Dayon, Thomas Fusillo, Owen Kessler, Jack Scher, Kyle Dombrowski, Shea Elliott, and Adam McDaniel up in the front. They need some good hands out there so Westfield can recover the ball, but Ish Glasgow back in case they do boot it away.
It's a pooch kick near the 30. Stevie Barden with an athletic slide there, and he holds on to the football.
Smart decision there by Stevie Barden. If he picks it up and turns, he's going to be hit by a brick wall, but sliding down right there, he's good. It looks like they'll keep the receivers second string, but it looks like they'll leave Martini in there.
Kaplan in the backfield with Martini, McDaniel, Moriarty, the receivers, and Glass.
And Kaplan with a nice run there, Mike, for about 9 yards.
Number 34, Jake Kaplan on the run for Westfield. Second down, Warriors. Second down, Westfield.
Second one now for Westfield.
And Adam McDaniel out there along with Ian Humphrey and Thomas Fusillo.
Fusillo comes in late on that play.
Fusillo and McDaniel near side.
Is that Humphrey on the far side?
I believe so, Mike.
Might have been, and that'll be encroachment on Watchung Hills.
All-star defense. Hey, I know her, man. False start against the Warriors on the last penalty. It remains second down for Westfield.
So, Mike, that makes it first down for Westfield. Westfield do the same play. First down, my mistake.
Another handoff up the middle. Jacob Kaplan with a gain of about 5.
Yeah, Mike, with Ish out and most of their running backs out, they're just going to use Kaplan. He's a quick player, he's a fullback, so he's definitely got some speed. He's also got some power. They're just going to keep giving it to Kaplan. Try to run out the clock with about 7:30 to go.
It is Humphrey on that far side, along with McDaniel and Fusillo. $7:15. Handoff, Kaplan up the middle. About a yard or two.
Westfield on the run. Third down.
I'm like an injured Warrior out there on the play. Can't make out the number. Appears to be in the second there, maybe a linebacker.
There is a man down, and we'll step aside here on BDTV. 6:50 left in the fourth quarter.
I'm like, they got trips left near side with McDaniel, Fusillo, and Humphreys there, with Kaplan in the backfield.
Another handoff to Kaplan. Out of the shotgun, and Watchung Hill's defense pushed him out there. Good defense.
Mike, it looks like they'll leave Martini out there, try to go for it. Not a bad decision there by DeSarno. Just try to get the first down. If they get the first down, they'll just keep trying to run out the clock. But now it looks like they're going to send out the punting unit. Looks like we're going to have two.
So Kyle Dombrowski will come out to punt for Westfield for his second.
Looks like we're going to have two returners back there, Mike, with Ugarte.
I believe it's his second punt of the game. And this one. Ref stopped play for a second there, but no timeout taken. Dombrowski punts it from the 30. And it'll go out of bounds around the 27. The Blue Devils, they've been well on their way, Chris, improving to 4-0. Sets up a big matchup next week at Gary Keller Stadium against the Union Farmers. Should be a good one. And, of course, you and I will be on the call for that one.
Yeah, Mike, hopefully Alex will be back in the booth with us. Couldn't make it here tonight.
Next Saturday, 1 o'clock.
And, Mike, Union, I've seen their game film. Their running back, I forget his name, but that kid was good, Mike. Let's see if the Westfield defense, who is one of the best in the state, can handle the Union offense in that game.
Blue Devils only going to continue to move up in the rankings now. Quarterback keeper, again for Vincent Marinello. So this will be Westfield football's 17th consecutive victory, dating back, as we continue to mention, Thanksgiving Day 2014, the famous Mud Bowl, Jack Curry with the overtime winning touchdown. They got Union next week at home, 1 o'clock. And it's setting up, Chris, for potentially another rematch, Westfield Bridgewater at MetLife in the Group 5 North 2 sectional final.
And Mike, if they get back there, it'll be a great experience for them going back there again, but it'll be a great experience for us going in that booth where Phil Sims and Jim Nance broadcast, so it'd be really cool.
That one is somehow caught. Lamar Evans. For Westfield, I think Joe Sangiacomo just jumped a second too early because he was about to deflect that thing.
Mike, I think that was
a little too early, and Evans is able to reel it in.
And Mike, looks like Evans is hurt on the sideline near the bench, but I'm pretty sure that was Ethan Bandelli there. He jumped. He anticipated the ball coming down a little bit too early. Sangiacomo was there too. Yeah. But Mike, this Watchung team just falling apart. Lamar Evans, a captain. Nadir Bea, another captain down. Watchung Warriors just keep digging themselves deeper and deeper into this hole that they are creating. Before with the penalties, before with confusion within the defense, now with injuries, it's just hard to be a Watchung Warrior right now.
And Chris, you're right. That was Ethan Bandelli who just jumped a second early, and Lamar Evans, as you said, in some serious pain, limping off to that sideline. Another handoff. Xavier Thorne, been a bright spot for the Warriors, picks up a couple.
And Mike, with exactly 3 minutes and 55 seconds remaining, Westfield's definitely going to come out with the dub in this one. And Mike, as we said before, Westfield, Scotch Plains tomorrow, 3 o'clock, Kaler Stadium. Boys soccer, it's going to be a good game. Westfield lost 2-1 the first game. Let's hope they can win tomorrow.
3:30 left in this one. Rain still coming down here at Tozier Field. That one is caught by Nick Yagarde. So, Chris, how about now? Watchung Hills, they're going to fall to 0-4. They just played an awful first half. But now Coach Rich Suber, as we said, former New York Football Giants offensive lineman, he's got a decision to make for the future because Vincent Marinello's come out here in the second half, and he's played a pretty good ball game as compared to the starter we saw in the first half, Jack Smith, who struggled.
Yeah, Mike, he's got a big decision. Go with the player who's shown what he can do, or go with the player who has more experience. It's going to be a tough decision for Subert, but in the end, he's got to make the right decision for the best of this team.
Jack Smith, the starting quarterback for today, he's a senior. Marinello, who's in right now, is a junior.
Second down and 9.
Under 2.5 left in Watchung Hills. Still about 7 kids left in the Westfield student section on the far right.
Yeah, Mike, hopefully next week when we're back at Keller, have a lot more fans following what you write on Duffield Athletics.
Marinello taking a shot, and it's intercepted. It's Connor Scanlon, and with a nice return all the way around the 36. So the senior Connor Scanlon, who's dealing with mono the first 2 weeks, came back last week, had a nice ball game, and now with a nice interception.
And Mike, as soon as we thought Watchung was going to go in there and score their third touchdown of the game, Connor Scanlon with a big pick, big return, getting them back to about Westfield's own about 39, Mike. And Westfield's just going to either take a knee, milk the clock, do whatever they can just to end this ball game soon. It's been a good game from both teams, mostly by Westfield, though, with 40 points. Defense was outstanding. Offense, again, Phil Martini, huge game, 4 touchdown passes, 2 to Jack Shirk, 1 to Mike Moriarty, and 1 to Adam McDaniel, his first of the season. Another pick 6 by Ish Glasgow, and a rushing touchdown by him as well. And now we're just going to take a knee and milk the clock out here, Mike.
Victory formation for the Blue Devils. They improved to 4-0, 17th consecutive win, state's longest winning streak, still intact. And it'll be on the line next week at home against the Union Farmers at 1 o'clock, Saturday the 8th of October. Definitely, though, Chris, some bright spots from this Warriors in the second half, outscoring Westfield 14-0.
Yeah, Mike, with Vincent Marinello coming in at quarterback, created a spark for the Warriors. 2 touchdowns both by him. He's not a senior, Mike, but, you know, getting in there as a young quarterback, showing what he can do, and hoping to have a bright future for this Watchung offense. It's good to see there for Coach Subert.
And hopefully for Watchung Hills, the running back and receiver combination of Nadir Bea and Lamar Evans, hopefully they're all right. Both of them came out of this game with injuries.
And, Mike, after this knee, it'll be the ball game with a 40-second play clock. Westfield, Phil Martini goes down to take the knee in a few seconds. Under center. Takes the knee, and the ball game is over, Mike.
Martini takes the knee, and Westfield, from start to finish, completely dominated the Warriors of Watchung Hills. They improved to 4-0 and extend their winning streak to 17 consecutive wins. It is a great day to be a Blue Devil wherever you may be, as this one officially comes to an end.
And Mike, huge game by both sides of Westfield, offense and defense. As I said before, Phil Martini outstanding, 4 TDs with 1 pick though, but still he is 10-2 on the season, touchdown to interception ratio. Ish Glasgow, another pick 6, another rushing TD. He is now responsible for 8 of Westfield's touchdowns. Big pick there to seal the game by Connor Scanlon. And now Westfield going into the weekend with being 4-0. And also this long weekend to rest up. Now Westfield is now, as I said before, 4-0, on to Union. Let's hope they get a win, Mike.
Yep, another great performance by the Blue Devils. Thanks for watching, everybody. Saying so long from Watchung Hills, Chris Calamano, Chris Witzel, I'm Mike Leniart. We'll see you next week.